what questions am I asking vendors to identify whether or not they would be a good fit for my management of my own homes or my company? Well, I will ask some very basic questions to start off with. One is, do you put what type of screening do you put your employees through? Do you do background checks? Do you do sex offender drug tests? What do you do? What is your requirement? What does someone have to do or be in order to work at your company? Extremely important. I would want to know. Second, do they do other things besides just what they're telling you they do? So if it's a company that says, oh, we do air conditioning, okay, do you also do heat? Do you also do electrical? Do you also do plumbing? Like, what else do you do? One, it's because you want to know if you have a one-stop shop, meaning if you vet a company and you love them and they do the best work and they do your AC, you probably want to know whether or not they do other things, because it's likely you may want to use them. Two is you want to get an idea of how available they're going to be for emergencies. So if they do 15 different, services and whatever for, folks, they're going to be a busy company. So you got to make sure that they have the bandwidth and the infrastructure to actually be able to offer realistic emergency service. Third thing would be to ask if they offer emergency service. Do they actually come out on holidays, weekends, and Christmas? And is there a discounted rate if you have multiple properties with them? A lot of these questions are going to be hard to ask when you're vetting someone because you have no properties with them. So to come in and just spitball at them, all right, well, how much would you charge me if I had 10 properties? They're going to be like, I don't even know you. I don't know. I mean, we might give a discount, but that's a place we need to get first. All I would advise is when you're in a situation like this where you're being delicate, but you need the information, but you really don't have a lot of right to ask, preface it with that understanding. Tell the vendor, I understand I just called you out of nowhere. I understand you don't know me. I know there are a lot of really tough people to work with in this world. I get all that. Assuming that I'm who I say I am, and that we're easygoing, intelligent, reasonable people, would you be able to let me know if X is something that you would do, assuming that all these other things are true? Or do you do this for other people? Do you offer emergency service for other folks? Do you work with property management companies? Do you work with multifamily? Do you work with commercial? I have a list of all the different things that I want to know when I talk to a vendor. For you guys, these are a couple. You probably want to add in a couple of your own, maybe some property specific questions, but you want to be getting as much information from folks as possible before they visit your property to make sure they're not wasting time, to make sure they're the most qualified, and to make sure that when they give you an opinion or a price, you can actually rely on it and utilize it if you need to. So, hope everyone's having a good day. That's a police officer trying to make sure I'm abiding within the laws of the road.